Welcome to Thunder and Lightning's Gaming News Podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
I was realizing the other day that we should switch it up. It should probably be me first.
Lightning and Thunder?
No, it should no.
I've been saying this since day one.
He actually hasn't. Joking or not, that's the first time it's ever been said.
I'm just kidding.
No. I should talk about my week in video games first, then you, because I do the news, so it's like me, you, me. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Different from the...
Go opposite.
Yeah. So I will start.
Sure.
I've been playing a lot of games, and
Excellent.
I'm going to do a classic, talk about all of them a little bit. So I tried the Pokemon Snap DLC.
Oh, yeah?
It was really, really fun.
I got to get on that.
One of them was... So, when you unlock the DLC tracks, which, by the way, are totally free, Todd, the main character from the old game,
Yeah.
who's in that game,
Yeah.
steps in and was like, oh, it seems like one of these tracks is very nostalgic for me. And I don't know which one he was referring to, because none of them are a remake of an old track like I thought he was going to do. But
that's weird that he said that.
Yeah, I don't know what, because
we've all
some
been
of them...
sitting here like, are you going to do the old tracks?
Because, like, spoiler alert, one of them has the Magikarp turn into a Gyarados thing.
Oh, yes!
Yeah. So maybe it was that one, but the other one of them, what I'm saying, I guess, is that of the three, one of them was the one where you shrink down. It obviously wasn't that one, but that one was cool. One of them kind of reminded me of the canyon, and one of them kind of reminded me of the river, but I don't know which one he meant. I don't know. It was cool. They were cool. I definitely spent a good afternoon doing that. It was cool. It felt like they were like, let's put some new Pokemon, but let's also put some old Pokemon, and like, because you know how that game is like, get 4 different poses, and
yeah,
some of them are harder than others. I got a lot of stuff that I was missing, and I was like, oh, they clearly like took a hard look at like, maybe we should put Pidgeot in this one and make it do this because players are having a hard time. It was cool. It was cool. I have a feeling it's probably the end of new Pokemon Snap content.
Sure,
but, like,
and I don't think anybody will be upset if it is.
No, I wouldn't, but like maybe it won't be.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But we're all sitting here praying to the Animal Crossing gods.
Oh my God! Don't even. That will be the whole podcast if we start talking about how Animal Crossing is sitting, collecting dust. Last time I talked about Littlewood is a Stardew Valley like kind of simple like living game, and it's very quick. It was very fast, which I was not complaining about because Stardew Valley is like a long ass game, and if you want to like finish it, quote unquote, it takes some time. But I did a lot in Littlewood. I was like, this is pretty good. I feel like the next step is to 100% it, and I would have to play for a long time to do that, and I kind of don't want to, so I'm kind of done. So I was going to say, you can marry someone. So I was going to marry someone, and then I was going to call it quits. I was like, marrying someone in this game is really difficult for some reason, and after that, I'm done. And I didn't know this, but I got married, and then the credits rolled.
Oh.
Obviously, it let me keep playing afterwards, but I was like, oh, they wanted, like... It's because it's always a question mark where the credits are going to go in games like that. I've actually never seen the Stardew Valley credits. Played it, in my opinion, all the way through twice. But it was interesting that, like, I also was like, I think marriage is kind of like where I'm going to stop. And then they were like, yeah, here's the credits.
That's crazy.
It was cool. It was a cool little moment. So Diablo 2 Resurrected is on its way. It's coming next month. As we all know, I pre-ordered it.
Yeah. Because
I pre-ordered it, it came with a digital copy of Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Eternal Collection.
Which we have, right?
I have it on disc, yeah, but I don't have the Eternal Collection. I would have had to buy like another DLC pack or such.
Are we going to play Diablo on the channel? Because I feel like we both enjoyed Diablo and then we stopped playing. I think maybe because we started the channel.
We could. Here's the deal. Diablo 3, the only Diablo game I've played, I like it a lot. I started playing it again because I own it now digitally, and it like pre-installed itself. So I started playing it. I really like it a lot. What I did not know is that there is a Diablo 2 beta. So I was also playing Diablo 2 Resurrected this week. They couldn't be more different. Like,
really?
The the camera angle and like the map discovery is the same, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, they basically only share the name Diablo. Like,
Wow.
it's a different inventory system. The inventory system is actually similar to Resident Evil 4, where it's like blocks and you have to like, you know.
Yeah.
Battling was so. My issue with the beta. This won't be an issue when the game comes out, but even though I was playing by myself, I had to play online. It was an online beta.
Yeah.
So even though I was playing by myself, the game was kind of laggy, and like my hits kind of weren't making it, and I was wasting magic on hits. Like it clearly hit the bad guy, but they took no damage. So there was a few glitches. It is a game still in development. It was an online beta. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like I think I'm done with the beta, and I am still very excited for that game.
Which did you prefer? 2 or 3?
I prefer. See. I liked both of them. If there was some, I prefer 3 to answer your question outright. But I really liked both of them. One of them really felt like, it almost felt like Diablo 2 was Diablo 2, the game we all know and love. And it felt like Diablo 3 was like Stardew Valley. Like Diablo 3 really feels like someone who doesn't have the rights to Diablo. We're like, I'm gonna make a new Diablo game.
Yeah.
You know? Because that'll happen sometimes. That happened with Yooka-Laylee. People who made Banjo-Kazooie aren't allowed to make Banjo-Kazooie anymore, so they made Yooka-Laylee. It's essentially Banjo-Kazooie 3.
Yeah.
It feels like that. It feels different enough, and like things are improved enough, and like, it's just, I don't know. It's a different experience. If someone came to me and was like, I really like 2, I kind of don't like 3, or the other way around, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. I disagree. Let's talk about it, but I get it.
Yeah.
Because they're really different. I appreciate both of them, though. I think if we're going to play one on the channel, we should play 2, because it's, you know, new,
well, I was thinking,
unquote.
I know 3 is 2-player.
2 is 2-player.
2 is 2-player?
Yeah.
Might as well make it the next Saturday game.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. So, yeah, that's been going good. Before I talk about the big one, my Breath of the Wild playthrough is almost done.
Yeah.
When you're listening to this on Wednesday on Twitch, I will be fighting Ganon and Ganondorf, or whatever we're calling him this time, and all of his little buddies. So come watch me fail that a bunch, because my version of Link has never picked up a sword and has never consumed cooked meat or raw meat.
So do you doing the vegan run of this game, do you kill Ganon?
It's vegan and pacifist.
Right.
Yeah, my one rule was as long as it's called Ganon. So those like Ganon spawn eyeballs, I've been killing those because they're technically Ganon. Anything that's called Ganon, because all the 4 dungeon bosses, they're called Ganon. Thunderblight Ganon, Fireblight Ganon. They're all called Ganon. They're all pieces of Ganon, you know?
Yeah.
So that was my workaround, because you have to kill Ganon or else you can't complete the game.
Right.
The run is forfeit from conception.
Right.
So my one rule is kill Ganon. I'm standing right in front of him. I had a fun time getting to him. The game.
You've been recording this, right?
Yeah.
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 That's cool.
I haven't done anything with it. But,
no, I know. But the fact that you've gotten this far and like odds are you're gonna complete the game.
Yeah.
Might be cool to release.
Yeah. There was definitely a lot of struggling.
What if we release a 35-hour video? Just the whole playthrough.
That might, on our computer, take 2.5 weeks to process, and then render the computer completely useless for a month.
Fair enough.
But we'll see. Ass-long videos exist on YouTube, so I don't see why we couldn't have one. Okay, so
I think our longest video was like 8 hours.
No.
Oh, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's the full run of Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 2 hours 45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Because my time was like 2:15, but we watched all the cutscenes.
Right.
Anyways, I sort of speed ran Resident Evil 2. If you want, it's up on the channel, one complete run. And there was a little audio issue in the uploads, the episode uploads, that I fixed in the full release. Our old capture, the way we used to capture would fuck up a lot. Anyways, and we made capturing harder, but it works better. I don't know. I've been playing Watch Dogs Legion. So this is the 3rd Watch Dogs game. I've never played a Watch Dogs game.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about them. and I absolutely love this video game.
Awesome.
You and I, 2 E3s ago, if you can remember that far back, there was a game that they showed off where you're playing a game as an operative, and then they die, and they're dead forever. You wake up as a new character.
Oh, yes.
And one of them was an old woman, and it was supposed to be funny. That's the game I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
I love it. I didn't know what Watchdog was. It's kind of like I want to say it's kind of like Assassin's Creed, right? But it's not, because you can't climb buildings the way you can in Assassin's Creed. It's more like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
But not in its mission stylings. It's got missions like a normal like Batman Arkham City or Assassin's Creed. But the way the world is set up, you press triangle to kick a guy out of a car. You do anything wrong in public, you get a 1 out of 5. You're being hunted type thing.
Interesting.
So it draws its inspirations. None of the concepts present are anything new, except for the game is meant to be played with permadeath, because you can turn permadeath off. But the way it works is you're supposed to gather, kind of like Pokemon. Maybe that's why I like it so much. You're supposed to gather all these different operatives, and you're playing as one, they get shot and die, they're dead for good, you switch to a new one.
Yeah.
Right? But they all have different, like, one of them was a barista, right? So because she works at a coffee shop, she came with a shotgun, but not much else. But then I did something really cool. I got a professional hitman. They had an arsenal of weapons. They had gun kata.
Wow.
They had a combat role that no one else did. But then you switch over to Helen from the trailer. She can't run. She can't cover. She's literally like, you know how I think it was us, we joked about making an Up video game that's all shitty and you're like an old man trying to, that's what she plays like. She literally, it sucks to play as her. It's hilarious. And she's a prestige operative because you get her for free because she was in the trailer. So she's like got gold banner and it's like, Helen. And it's like,
Good.
Don't play as her. She sucks. But like, you got her.
Have you died as Helen yet?
No. I played as Helen once. Just to say I did, and it was.
Don't let Helen die.
I refuse to play as her because I don't want her to die. No, but I like the game so much. I got the season pass. I like never do that. It's a lot of fun. It's very like, I like how like like you could do the main mission, right? Or literally every NPC is someone you can play as.
That's crazy.
Because it's all about hacking security and stuff, right? So you have a little phone, and it can do anything. It can hack a security camera. Now you're looking through it. Hack a drone. Now you're looking at the drone. But all the people you see, you can pull up a little thing on them. It'll be like Anna Williams. She's a psychiatrist. She recently purchased a gun off the black market. She has a gambling addiction, and she has a discount on clothes, but she also does extra damage against people from this faction, you know? And every single NPC has stats like that.
That's crazy.
So you literally just like, more often than not, I'm just walking down the street. I'm like, you have a cool hat. What do you do? A black market dealer. Never mind. And then I look at you and it's like, oh, what do? You look really cool. Oh, you're a pharmacist. You have no special traits. Okay, well, never mind.
But Helen,
yeah, no. So because I got the season pass, I have the main characters from Watch Dogs 2 and 1. From what I've heard, Watch Dogs 1 is... Oh, and because I got the season pass, I now own Watch Dogs 1. Whoopsie. They bamboozled me.
Mm-hmm.
Bad video game. Watch Dogs 1 is, apparently.
Oh.
I've heard good things about Watch Dogs 2. I think if I've been liking 3 so much that I think if I play 1 and I absolutely hate it, I still might try 2.
Sure.
Like, I'm in now. Like, these games are good. And
cool.
And it also takes place in 2030 in London, so everything is techie. It just makes more sense that everything is tech, so you can hack literally everything, you know?
Oh, it's cool.
I'm really liking it. I got a beekeeper.
Good.
He can throw bees at people. It's really... And because it's the future, his bee mask is, like, all digital.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Has anybody died?
Oh, yeah, I've lost, like, 20 people.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm... Fucking, one of them really pissed me off. I got a special hacker who could not just distract people. You can send a distraction to their phone, like, oh, I got a text. He can shock people, literally stun them temporarily. And he got killed because if you get punched enough, you go down, and it says operative like, in the hospitalized, and then you like wait an hour and they're back. But if you get shot, they're just dead, right?
One shot.
Not one shot, but like if you get shot enough,
Yeah.
And I was punching this dude. It was just me and one other dude. Second dude comes by. I take him out. Back to the first dude. I'm punching him. I'm like, oh, I'm losing, but at least it's just punches. The second I'm about to lose, this guy fucking whips out a gun, shoots him right in the head. I was like, what the fuck? And then now I don't have my cool special hacker dude anymore.
Damn.
So I'm going to have to find a new one. But, yeah, there's been some deaths that I was genuinely like. Sometimes I'll spend like thousands of dollars making someone look really cool in a nice outfit. And I get to keep the clothes, right? But then they die the next mission, and I'm like, God damn it. I didn't want to lose this
This feels like the X-Force. Deadpool.
Yeah. It's just...
or Suicide Squad.
Or even the
I don't know
Suicide
why
Squad,
I didn't say Suicide Squad first.
No, it's a lot of fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I like it a lot.
Let's play it on the channel.
Well, the fun of it comes from doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like...
Well, have it be a fuck around day, when we're not doing something, or if you're playing by yourself.
Oh, I see. You want me to just, like, jump into my...
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Just fuck around. If you don't care,
do that.
Or start a new profile just for the hell of it, just for the
Honestly,
lulz, so you're not fucking up yours.
I could do that in between Breath of the Wild and the horror thing I'm doing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of, like... There wouldn't be, like, I wouldn't have to go through a tutorial or whatever. I could just jump in. It's definitely one of those games. I didn't even think of it like that. Yeah, I could do that totally. But no, it's really good. And my friend Alex, who is a huge fan of Watch Dogs 2, she was the one who was like, no, listen. I know Watch Dogs 1 is bad and everyone says it. Watch Dogs 2 is really good. I was like, okay, I believe you. She didn't even know it was out. So I think people are sleeping on Watch Dogs Legion. It's on PS4 and PS5. I got the PS5 version because I have a PS5, so I thought, why not? And I wanted to get it. It was one of those things where, like, I scoped it out at E3. I was like, that looks good. I think I'm going to get it regardless of the fact that I've never played any of the other two, right? And then it took forever coming out, COVID, whatnot, no complaints here. And then I bought it and I played it. It's really good. And sometimes that doesn't happen, Yeah. I rarely buy, like, the next big AAA game, Like Death Stranding, I eventually bought Death Stranding cheap, like a year after it came out. Haven't even played it yet, just because I'm going to play it eventually someday. But I wasn't like, oh, fuck yeah, Death Stranding, I'm super hyped for it. I'm just not the type of guy, like, I get excited about indie games, I don't really get excited about games like this. So it was definitely a gamble that it would be good, and it turned out to be really, really good. I literally, like, I was playing Diablo 3, I was like, kind of getting bored. I kind of want to try Watch Dogs Legion, and then I, like, haven't touched Diablo 3 since, because Watch Dogs Legion is super fun.
Right.
But no, really good time. Couldn't recommend Watch Dogs Legion enough. And also, this is important to some people, only ran into one glitch, and it wasn't even it wasn't game breaking. I just took a little doing to figure out how to navigate it.
Cool.
How was your week in big games?
As people know, I have a lot on my plate, so I usually don't play games on my personal time. So I've been utilizing this time to talk about my own personal feelings about the games I've been playing on this channel.
Yes,
right?
you have.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So,
you want to talk about Wind Waker?
Yeah, well, I want to talk about Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
you finished it.
I finished it between last podcast and this one, and Luigi's Mansion was a lot of fun. It was as good, if not better, than 1. Major complaints are the controls.
The controls are actually terrible.
And the game kind of forced it at the end. Left a bad taste in my mouth with the last couple levels. The game was very easy and or fun up to like the last 2 levels. It was just it just, how do I put it? It's not that they were the hardest thing I've ever done, but this game hasn't been that soul-crushingly difficult up till this point.
Right. There wasn't a difficulty curve. It was more of a difficulty spike.
Right.
And it was kind of a disjointed one, because if I remember you talking about it, the boss before the final boss was the hardest one.
Oh, yeah, easily. The final boss was still difficult, but I was just in
like
such a bad mood because of what I just went through.
Yeah, I feel like the final boss was your, albeit difficult, was more of a standard Luigi's Mansion 3 boss than the Helen Gravely fight was.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I was just done at that point. I was like, I want to be done playing this video game.
I think when the video finally gets released, or maybe the VOD is still up, I think while you're struggling with the Helen Gravely fight, I think at some point I say something along the lines of like, I don't remember struggling this hard, but I think it's because I blacked it out. I think I literally like forgot about it, because the more you started playing, I was like, oh no, I remember this fucking fight. And then you got to the final boss, and I was like, oh yeah, this one. Yeah, this fight. So I think I literally just blacked out how bad it was.
Yeah, it was rough. But so that was my experience with Luigi's Mansion. I do hope they make a fourth. I really enjoy this franchise. Yeah.
I hope it's the same people. I hope that Level 5 makes it again. They obviously, we have complaints, and they are controls based. There's too many things to do.
Too many things to do.
And too many buttons do
the same thing.
Yeah, you can it's something like left on the D-pad but you could also do both triggers. I don't know. It's really weird. They really have to simplify the controls, or do a better way of mapping the button, like keep all the same stuff that Luigi does, but map the buttons differently. And Nintendo is notorious for this, but there was no remap option. Some games will just let you put whatever button anywhere.
Oh, right.
Let you put talk on R2, you know?
Right.
But no such luck with Nintendo games, historically speaking, this one included. So, big, huge initial complaint, but it is sort of like, play for enough hours, you will eventually get used to the controls.
Right. Part of our issue is we take a month off in between these games.
Right.
And then you got to relearn the controls.
Yeah. When I played Luigi's Mansion 3 on my own, I beat it in probably 4 days, but that's because I have no job and would just sit there and play it. So I got used to the controls. But I will say, it every time I shut it off and did something else, went back to it. It didn't not take some time to get used to the controls.
Right.
You know?
Right. Absolutely.
They're just bad. Yeah.
But it's done. It's another one for the books. And I'm glad we did it.
Another high five in the books.
Another high five in the books. And then we move on to Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Which I think has been going swimmingly.
Yeah.
I think, which is horrifying me, because I notoriously struggle with Zelda games. It's part of the reason I never finish them. I just have a hard time. I get caught up on something. And then...
Okay.
It takes me forever to figure it out, then I usually don't.
Wait, have you never finished a Zelda game?
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say so that's the only one you finished?
Yeah.
Got it. I was gonna say, if you haven't finished Ocarina of Time, holy shit, we gotta do it. But
oh no, I mean that one I finished. One I finished. I still needed help from one of my friends in high school.
Oh yeah.
One of the elder nerds who has beaten multiple Zelda games, and I was like, please. I got on one knee. I said, please help me with your wisdom for Zelda, and he said, all right, get me a Baconator, and we'll sit down and we'll
nice
finish
high school priorities. I love it.
But
I get it. It's hard to like jump right into a game you haven't played in a while, like right at the tail end. So it's like, feed me first. I recently did that with my dad.
A time one. There's something he did like a lot of little things all at once, and I guess he was like, you got to do this quick. It was a lot of back and forth, going between the Lost Woods and something else. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I remember just sitting there, and maybe I would think differently today, but just being like, I would have never figured out what the fuck I was supposed to do.
And I'm sure this was the N64 version, right? Yeah. When I eventually sat down to play Ocarina of Time, I was playing the 3DS version, which is an exceptional version. The part where you're fighting like painting Ganon. He's like on a horse, and he's like going from painting to painting.
Yes.
You can take this is not going to translate well to the podcast, but you can take the DS in front of you and move around the 3D space and like shooting him over here. It's the best. It's so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It felt like it was made for that, but it wasn't. It was N64 game that they ported like 25 years later.
Right. I vaguely remember what you're talking about in the Ganon
It was
fight.
the boss of the Forest Temple.
Oh, this wasn't even Ganon. Boss of the Forest Temple.
It was a circular room with a bunch of paintings, and Ganon was riding out of them Mario 64 style on a horse. And you had to shoot him as he was coming, but because it's the DS and you have the gyro controls, you can look like, where's he coming? Where's he coming? Oh, I got him. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Vaguely do I remember that. I do, over the course of the lifespan of this channel, I do want to play through all of the Zelda and all the Mario games together.
Okay.
That is my goal. We're just starting one of the goals, and you and I personally have already done, I would say let's start over. Although, fuck Super Mario World. My God. That would have been unwatchable if you and I were streaming that. There was a point where we just wasted like 200 lives trying to get through a level.
Well, you don't have to do Star Road.
Right, we were 100%ing, right?
That's the thing. If we do them for the channel, we're not going to 100%.
No, you're right. You're right.
Which was my initial issue, because our thing was like, let's 100% them, and like that's a cool goal to have, but like literally like beating Mario Odyssey and 100%ing Mario Odyssey, you just added like 25 more hours to what could have been an 8-hour playthrough.
Right.
Could have been a 5-hour playthrough, honestly.
I say I'm stamping it now. My goals for this channel, let's beat all the Zelda and Mario games.
Okay.
Excluding Mario Kart.
Can I stamp
in the sports Mario games?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, all the mainline.
Yeah, all the main Mario games.
Can I stamp my own? I've always wanted to play all the Castlevania games.
Some
But I want to do them in chronological order.
I would rather do
not
something like that way.
Not like release order.
Yeah.
Because some of the Castlevania games take place in like 2415. But some of them, most of them take place in like the 1400s.
Right.
Because that's when it all happened.
Right. No, I'm down. Does Luigi's Mansion
count as a Castlevania game?
Yes. No, does it count as a Zelda game? Does it count as a Mario game?
No, I think when we say
unless Mario's in the title.
So, listen, here's what I'm saying. I think I'd go as far as to say Mario 2 doesn't even count. I'm talking as much as I love that game. I'm talking traditional Mario games. Super Mario Bros., Mario Bros. 3, Mario World, 64 Sunshine Galaxy 2, Odyssey.
Oh, fuck Paper Mario. You're saying fuck Paper Mario.
See, yeah, I am saying fuck Paper Mario. I do want to play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Literally every other Paper Mario game can eat my dick. I hate the only good one is 1000 Year Door, and I know there's people who like the third one, I just don't. And I know there's people who like the first one, and I just don't.
Okay.
They're not. There's one Mario game that is an actual RPG, and it's 1000 Year Door. And I think I've played it, excluding speed runs. Like, I think I played Resident Evil 2 like 22 times. Excluding shit like that, I think I've played Mario 1000 Year Door more than any game ever. I think I've played it 5 times at this point. I really love it. It's such a good game. I don't know how they made like a really good one right in the middle, and then all the other ones sucked so much ass.
But
I'm just saying mainline Mario games. We stick to like, because what were you thinking? You were thinking like include Luigi's Mansion.
Well, here's the thing: if we do that right, and we complete that goal, then maybe we can branch out.
Yeah,
because that's a lot less games than I was thinking.
Because I'd say next comes Luigi's Mansion series,
right? Which we've already done one.
And then from there,
I mean 3.
I guess go to the Mario and Luigi RPG series.
Sure. I was gonna say Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is so like, it's interesting, like the delineation between completing a Mario Kart and beating a Mario Kart. Because like we could, let's play every track in a Mario Kart game, you know?
Yeah.
But then some of them have story modes. Like the new Mario Golf game has a substantially long story mode. So I don't know. We're gonna have to pick and choose. We're gonna see what's up. But
then there's Mario Parties, which canonically do not go well on Twitch.
For this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. God forbid. Let's pick and choose, because there's some weird. I think if we're gonna branch out, we should definitely branch out to Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Okay.
Because that game fucking fun as hell.
See,
Zelda's
so
easy. Much good.
When we say we're going to play all the Zelda games, we're just going to play...
I said something stupid, and I need to... I said that game is so much good. That's what I said.
Oh. Well, it's not my fault you said that.
No, I know. I need to call myself out for it. No, what were you saying Zelda is?
Oh, Zelda's easy. There are no branches of Zelda games. It's you're playing all the Zelda games or you're not.
Well, there's Hyrule Warriors, which we will definitely skip.
Yeah, because it doesn't even have a story, right?
It has a story.
Oh,
it's of course non-canonical,
right?
But Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity is canonical. It's a prequel to Breath of the Wild.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe we'll check it out.
But there are smaller ones. There's Triforce Heroes. I wouldn't want to fuck around with that. I wouldn't want to fuck around with Four Swords Adventure. But you're right. There's not that many. Most of them are like there's not that many non-main main series Zelda games.
Right. But to get back to Wind Waker.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. We had a good talk there.
I'd say I'd agree with that.
I'm nervous because I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on Wind Waker. But according to you, we're like halfway through the game.
According to ZeldaDungeon.com, which is the preeminent Zelda walkthrough website, I've always loved it there, and I don't think I'm alone. We are on chapter 9 out of 13, according to that website. I think we're about to hit like now explore the ocean and just a wall of like now you need to get all 18 pieces of the Triforce and it's going to be total bullshit. But so look up a walkthrough. So there might be a couple streams where it's Wednesday, it's just me and I'm exploring the ocean. But we'll see. Maybe there won't be. Maybe you don't have to. I don't know. I know that they made this game easier on the port.
Yeah. This game has been going very smoothly. Very smoothly.
Yeah. We get caught up on the occasional room, but we've never like gone a whole stream without we've never been like, well, we're gonna be stuck on this for Yeah.
We practically haven't finished a stream without beating a boss at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe no, you're right.
I think last stream was the only the one previously to last stream was the only one where we didn't. We started a dungeon and then we were like, all right, that's it.
Yeah, that because we had to do the whole bringing the crystals to the statues thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wind Waker's good. I like Wind Waker a lot. I might, depending on how much involvement me playing the game is to completing our Let's Play, I might just play that game after we're done.
Yeah.
I miss it. I haven't played it in a while. I haven't played it since I bought it when it came out in 2013. I actually bought a Wii U to play Smash Brothers, but I bought the Wind Waker version of the Wii U.
Oh, yeah,
That's why it's black and it's got the
Right.
It came with, and I don't have Wind Waker on box because it came with it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. News time?
Yeah, I have one thing of news.
Okay.
And then that's it for me.
Why don't we do there's a really, really, really big piece of news that I'm going to want to talk about for more than a couple minutes.
This is going to take 2 seconds.
Yeah. So I'm going to,
The Elder Scrolls 5.
Yeah.
Skyrim player discovers secret ending after 1,000 hours.
Oh, it's a confusing title. The game is called Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. So he discovered say it again, sorry.
He discovered a secret ending after 1,000 hours of playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
An undiscovered ending?
Yeah.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm going to have to look into that. I played a fuck ton of Skyrim in high school, which is really good because I got my money's worth because when I tried to play it again a couple years ago, I realized
is that
just how bad it is.
When people say they're playing Skyrim, it's Elder Scrolls 5?
Yeah.
That's what Skyrim is?
Yeah, Elder Scrolls 4 was called Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 3 was called Morrowind.
Interesting. I really thought Skyrim was an IP of its own.
No.
That's crazy.
Well, no. It's we're currently, as far as Bethesda fans and Bethesda E3 conferences are concerned, we are waiting on Elder Scrolls 6.
Written by George R. Martin.
No, that's
his name is similar to their, right? It's not Elder Scrolls. It's
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
That's the follow up to Dark Souls.
Right.
Elden Ring is a Dark Souls like made by the people who make Dark Souls. That was written by George R. Martin.
Right.
No, Elder Scrolls, and Fallout, and to be added later, Starfield, that space thing. They're all the same type of game. Like if you started playing Skyrim, you would be like, oh, I fucking played this. It's Fallout 4. This is the same type of game, except with medieval instead of swords and shields instead of guns.
Gotcha.
It's also very Norse inspired. I feel at least Skyrim is. I feel like not a lot of people talk about that. There's this whole like dwarves are extinct, but the shit they made is still there, and it's cool. It's cool. Skyrim's cool. It just make it better. Okay. I'm very passionate about this piece of news.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie.
I know him.
The sequel.
Okay.
They've cast Knuckles.
Okay.
Do you remember who I wanted as Knuckles?
No.
I wanted John Cena.
Okay.
Remember, I was like, John Cena's the real life Knuckles because he's got a rap album and I big, long, very passionate about John Cena playing Knuckles.
Yeah.
And the fucking article said Suicide Squad to play Knuckles. And I opened the article, and who's voicing Knuckles but Idris Elba? And like
they were close.
What a great actor. You goofed. you got the wrong one. I'm sure he'll do great. Man, was I disappointed.
They were so close.
They were really close, and they duped me. I was like,
yeah, even that article was fucking with you.
Me, personally me, was fucking with me. It's just so, like, disappointing is a weird word because I'm still excited that they got Idris Elba to do it, but, like, I don't know, man. Also, something that only I seem to be passionate about, the poster for Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't have Ben Schwartz's name on it, who voiced the goddamn Hedgehog. The poster says...
Well, they pulled that shit with Bugs Bunny and Space Jam,
Well, here's the thing, right? It says the two names on the poster are Jim Carrey and the guy who played the human. I forget his name.
Yeah.
The guy who played Cyclops. But now we have someone who's incredibly famous playing Knuckles. So are we going to have a scenario... James Marsden, that's his name. So are we going to have a scenario where the poster says Jim Carrey, James Marsden, and Idris Elba, but not Ben Schwartz?
Right.
Or is it... I don't know. That's going to be interesting to me. Movie posters always fuck it up. Hey, did you hear about the McDualSense?
What?
The McDualSense.
I heard what you said.
So that controller right there, the PS5 controller, that's called a DualSense.
Yes.
McDonald's.
Oh.
They have a controller called the McDualSense, but it's not real. It is the design was never supposed to be revealed to the public. It was it was a insider, like they made the McDualSense. It was for employees. Yeah. But now we know what it looks like. It looks like you ordered a DualSense from McDonald's. I don't know how else to say that. I don't have a picture of it right now. But if you Google McDualSense, one word, you'll find it.
What is up with fast food restaurants and their obsession
invading the world
with the video game world?
I don't know. Last time I heard, the KF console is still real and coming. Like it's on its way.
And Burger King made video games. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Burger King was arguably first.
Oh yeah.
Because there was McDonald's video games on the NES, but like these Burger King video games were like made by Burger King.
Yeah.
And they sold them at Burger King.
Yeah.
And the reason they're so cheap is not because they suck, because they're like legally you can't sell them for less than like $6 or whatever.
Right. No, just the world of gaming, not even video games, because then you got Wendy's with their D&D bullshit.
Oh my God! I forgot that Wendy's made a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
Not to mention KFC has that dating sim. It's called like Kernel of Love or some shit like that. It was a short dating sim where you could date Colonel Sanders, but he was like sexy. Because God forbid we date a virtual old man.
But like, who gives a shit over at these fast food franchises where they're like, well, let's measure our video game dicks. Who can make the best video game thing?
There's got to be some sort of connection to. I am a corporate officer at big McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
And in my head, and I'm old, and I've never eaten McDonald's because, of course, I haven't. I just make money off of it. But here's my mentality. Here's my thought process. People who play video games sit around and do nothing all day. They're probably also the fat people who are buying our McDonald's.
Right.
Let us do a video game thing.
Yeah.
And for better or for worse, sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes the video game tie-in at the fast food restaurant is cool.
Oh, yeah. No, it is. But it's just, that's officially everybody has dipped their toe. At least McDonald's was classy enough to, like, for lack of a better term, be in the closet about how they want to do video game stuff. And then somebody was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we weren't ready and it wasn't actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was. We weren't sure yet. But we were doing a video game thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting, like, I didn't think we'd be here, you know? Like, I didn't...
Where fast food franchises take over video games?
Yeah, like, if you asked me as a kid or whatever, like, even 10 years ago, I wouldn't think that, like, literally every single, like, prominent fast food restaurant has done some sort of weird hardware-specific video game tie-in, you know? It's just, like... Of course, McDonald's is going to have Mario Kart toys, right? But like that's not the same.
Oh,
that's
no,
not what we're talking about.
We're
talking about a direct correlation.
Right. Even when Taco Bell does like Xbox giveaways, that doesn't matter. That's a franchise.
Yeah, that's something totally different. This is talking about
they're
like
making games.
Right.
It's like Yamaha makes motorcycles and they make pianos. Fucking KFC's like, we make chicken and we make fucking gaming consoles.
We make game consoles. And they are not mutually exclusive. You can, of course, put our chicken. Of course, you can put our chicken in the video game console.
The only one who technically hasn't, in my opinion, is Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, yeah, I was thinking of Taco Bell too.
The only one who hasn't, which is my like. If you say if I had no information except I know these franchises, but I do not know which one has dipped their toes in the video game, I'm pointing my finger at Taco Bell first.
Which is interesting because Taco Bell didn't even have like an old school video game. Like back in the day, fucking everything had a video game. 7-Up, Noid.
I don't
from
think Taco
Domino's.
Bell was that popular to get a video game.
Because Taco Bell wasn't really popular until the 90s.
Right.
And by the time we get to the 90s, we're in almost at GameCube time.
Right, exactly.
You know? So
and with the exception of Burger King, fast food joints were like, what the fuck do you mean you want us to do video game things?
Yeah. Burger King had a weird moment in time where they were like, we have a really creepy mascot and people are scared of it. Let's make a video game where people are scared of our mascot.
Yeah.
And it's to promote our food, I guess, because why else would they do it?
I mean, Sneak King, there are three
Levels.
Burger King games.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Which I think we're still on the hunt for a third one.
No, I have them all.
Oh, you have all of them.
One's a racing game, one's a party game, and one of them's an
Sneak
original IP called Sneak King.
Yeah.
It's like a stealth. It's like a happy accident stealth burger game. I don't know. It's really weird. It's not easy. Also, it's like kind of hard.
I love Sneak King.
I love Sneak King too, but I've just heard the completionist notoriously.
It gets super difficult.
Yeah, you and I didn't even get to level 3. Apparently, in order to complete level 3, there's one mission because there's 20 missions each level. One of the missions takes, because it's RNG, it's all like this might happen. It took the completionist 9.5 hours.
Yeah.
To beat one mission.
Crazy.
But he had like a 15-16 hour playthrough to complete it.
That's
and
insane.
nine of it was one mission.
But that game is 100% to sell Burger King products.
Right. Yeah, same cannot be
I
said
can't
about
speak for the other two, but that one is made for it. Same could not be
said about the weird party game where one of the characters is a chicken, and I can only imagine that it's the chicken that they're going to kill and turn into nuggets.
Yeah. Or it's the king's wife. Who knows?
Who knows at this point?
Remember the Burger King kids?
Yeah. Yeah, one of them is like super offensive.
Yes.
His name's Wheels. He's in a wheelchair.
Oh, we've talked about them extensively, but I love how they made Burger King video games, and we're like, fuck the kids.
Well, they had
all three are about the king.
They had a game with the kids in it in the 80s.
No, that's fine. But I just mean when they were like, we're making our own
when
video
they were
games.
when they were like BK Games, or what is it called? It's called King Games.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with King, the people who make Candy Crush.
Right.
Anyways. Life is Strange Remastered. As we all know, Life is Strange 3 is coming out. Life is Strange 1 is getting remastered. The remaster was delayed until 2022. The delay is so that the developers of 3 can have less to worry about.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. It sucks for a little bit for our channel because I think we were going to do both, but we were going to do one first, so maybe we'll just play the unremastered version, which I'm totally down to do. But they did announce, along with that, they announced a Life is Strange 3 is going to get a DLC thing. So, real quick, there's Life is Strange 1, and then there was a Life is Strange 1 prequel.
Okay.
And then there was Life is Strange 2.
Which nobody liked.
Nobody liked. It had nothing to do with Life is Strange 1. Now we're in Life is Strange 3. Has almost nothing to do with the other two, except there's one character from the prequel game that I was telling you about. She's going to be in Life is Strange 3. She is going to have her own DLC where you play as her called Life is Strange Wavelength.
Oh, that's cool.
It is exciting because fellow streamer Katie Bentz is the voice of Stephanie. That's the name of the character.
Nice.
And this doesn't matter at all. No one cares about this except me. But Stephanie just appeared in the comics. In like the recent issue of the comics to tie in with them announcing that she's going to be in that one. And last but not least, no one's talking about this because it's an indie thing, but I cared about it. It's happening again. They're doing the thing. I was just talking about it earlier in the podcast. They're doing the ukulele thing. Someone who doesn't have the rights to the game anymore is just going to make the game. The people who made Lethal League, which is a very fun fighting game where it's more like dodgeball rather than an actual fighting game, they are making a game called Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, which is essentially just Jet Set Radio, but we can't call it Jet Set Radio. I have a tenuous history with Jet Set Radio. I think it's a bad game. I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Okay.
This one looks good. I love Lethal League. I think it's incredible. And I'm excited for this one. And they had a little indie direct. They had a Nintendo Indies direct.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, this is a harsh word, but it's kind of the worst one in a while. It was just kind of like base level, like, okay. But that was definitely the standout, for me at least. The standout announcement.
Cool.
And then other than that, we have one game that was released this week that was worth mentioning. It's called Axiom Verge 2. It came out August 11th. It's a indie game. First one was made by one dude. Don't know if the second one... Excuse me. Don't know if the second one was also made by just one dude, but I've never played it. It's definitely like one of the games that I've always like, I might play it someday. But it got a sequel. Everything else that released this week, I was like, it was either a re-release or just not worth talking. Next 2 week, thing. Between this podcast and the next podcast, a game that you and I have been like low-key waiting for a while is finally coming out. 12 Minutes.
Oh, yes.
The Xbox-only game with Daisy Ridley and Willem Dafoe and James McAvoy. So who knows how that's going to do, but I'll probably play it.
Cool.
We'll probably play it maybe if it's good. Maybe because maybe it sucks, right? And then it never sees the light of day on this channel. But maybe it's good.
Is it time?
Yes, it is time. It's time for everyone's
first line
favorite segment that I couldn't find in my notes because I always forget I pinned it, but I did pin it. Let's make a video game.
Yeah.
So Chris, we fucked up,
Uh-oh.
and I think you'll agree with me that we fucked up.
Okay.
Last time we made a teleportation video game. And it had to be in VR.
Yes.
We titled it, and I was happy to call it this, but I'm looking at my notes, and we definitely fucked up. We called the game Vacation Station.
Yeah.
When really we fucking missed the mark. We should have called it Teleportation Vacation Station.
Damn.
But we didn't.
Station. Yeah, you're right.
All right, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Pick one.
One.
We
have we done one?
We did that.
5.
5 is good. 5 is nope, we did 5, sorry. There's
6.
Okay, 6 we have not done. And now allow me to go to random.org and see what happens. This could go poorly. How do I do this? There we go.
This could go poorly.
This could go poorly. End of thought. 57.
How many numbers do we have?
There was only 50. I put in too many. My bad. 48 wants to... Fuck. God damn it. This is literally what I was afraid of. I was looking at all of them, and I was like, I hope it's not this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so worried.
Number 6 was third-person shooter.
Okay.
So Resident Evil 4 rather than Resident Evil 7.
Right.
And... Fuck. 48 was Goop.
Oh, no.
The Gwyneth Paltrow
Okay,
snake oil
give me
racket.
a minute. Give me a minute.
Do you... So...
I have an idea.
I think base level question.
Yeah.
Do you play as... No, I think Gwyneth Paltrow's got to be the final boss,
She's
right?
the antagonist, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
No,
I'm glad we agree on that, at least.
Can I give my my thought? Can I make a proposal? And if you like the direction, we'll go for it.
You said give me a minute, and then 2 seconds later you said, okay, I've got it.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
In a world
okay.
where candles smell like vaginas.
Uh-huh.
And they explode.
Oh.
Because they do explode.
They do. Burn a woman's house down.
You play the protagonist, the character that you play as.
Yeah.
Is the asshole who got his vagina-smelling candle exploded. Your house is burnt down.
Oh.
You have nowhere to live, and you have nobody to blame but Gwyneth Paltrow and Goop.
Oh, no.
Your goal is to take down...
Big Goop.
Big Goop, seriously. And for the hell of it, let's say they have a tower.
Yeah.
Like
fucking Dr. Doom.
You, before you even make it to the tower, you have to find out information on where she is, where the tower is, and all that. So you go to all these different, let's say they're like self-help pyramid schemes, and they could take place anywhere. May
or may not be connected to Goop.
And you have to like connect the dots. Like you have the cork board, and you're like connecting all the strings and stuff to pictures, and you know, one thing leads to another. You get level after level, and in the final boss is Gwyneth Paltrow on the 52nd floor of the Goop Tower.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Let me do some world building.
Sure.
What
please.
are we shooting? Goop employees or creations made out of whack ass Goop products?
No. I think these are. I think it's all people.
Okay.
I think this is a very realistic game.
Okay.
I think Gwyneth Paltrow burnt down our house.
Yeah.
And we're taking down every snobby asshole we can get between us and Gwyneth Paltrow.
So are you thinking a sandbox situation like Grand Theft Auto in the guise of a third-person shooter, or are you thinking like a slow, like map-based Resident Evil style, like now kill everything here? Oh, okay.
And I don't even think you kill everything. I think I've never played one of these games, but I imagine this game is like this. I think you have like a hitman situation where you know the person you're looking for, and you have to make your way to them. The goal is to kill as few innocents as possible to get to this person, and then you interrogate them.
And so rather than... Oh, before you don't even... Okay.
You need information.
Yeah.
You're starting from the bottom floor. All you know is that candle did not smell like a vagina, and your house is blown up. That's all the information you have starting this game. That's it. That's all you have. That was a candle, and you no longer have a house. And you got to work your way up from there.
Yeah.
So the only thing you have is the person you bought the candle from. So you go to wherever it is you need to get to. You try to get to them, and I think level 1 is easy, and then the more you get, the more maybe security there is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And security is optional kill. You want to not kill innocents, and maybe there's a penalty somewhere if you kill too many. And I think the idea is to interrogate, and then you have the option to kill or release, and depending on what you choose, it could have it could affect the game.
Yeah. So what does the Gwyneth Paltrow boss fight look like? Is she
does nothing.
Defenseless?
Yeah, but she has a million hunky shirtless guys who are her personal security, who you have to get through. She's just sitting in a chair because she's not going to fucking fight you.
So I think we're setting up a really good situation where you could get through this game murderless.
Yeah.
And
that's an option.
Gwyneth Paltrow fight, maybe it's not even a fight anymore. Maybe it's a conversation. Well, I think it's a conversation no matter what, but I think there's a fight beforehand. But I think if you've killed nobody, maybe it's like way easier to like get through whatever the final act of this game looks like.
You know what? Can I actually add to that?
Yeah, sure.
I think there's two ways you can play this. Like you said, there's a pacifist
lethal and non-lethal.
Lethal and non-lethal. I think if you go the lethal route, I think this information is hidden from you till the end of the game.
Yeah.
I think there's a vague understanding that you have been wronged by Goop in a horrendous way. And I think it's finally, and that's like a part of the game where you're like, oh, I need to know what happened to the character. Why is he so angry? And if you go the lethal way, you get to the Gwyneth Paltrow conversation or fight, whatever you want to call it, after you've gotten past the guards one way or another.
Yeah.
And you sit down and you say, you burnt down my fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
And then the game we'll figure out what happens after that conversation, but that's the lethal route. The pacifist route, or whatever you want to call it, the non-lethal route, you get there and you say, your candle did not smell like a vagina. I want my money back.
Damn.
And then the game proceeds from there.
Damn.
Yeah. There could be vampires in this game because canonically,
oh,
with
that's
Goop,
right. Yeah,
vampires exist.
Yeah.
In Goop. There's like,
dude, fucking cold guy from the TV show who like. There's a guy, he's like famous for being a nutcase. His whole thing is like, if you control the temperatures in your body, you'll never get cold. I was in below 20 water and I'm totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
That guy could be there. He's shooting ice at you like he's Sub-Zero.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's some cool bosses that could be in this game.
Goop. One of the bosses could be Jon Favreau. And all his attacks are food-based.
I don't want to fight Jon Favreau.
It would be fun, though, if he's, like, flipping burgers at you and those are his attacks.
Was she involved in Chef, the movie?
No, she was involved in his TV show. I think it was called Chef, the TV show, right?
Oh.
That was where the famous I wasn't in Spider-Man conversation took place. It was on his TV show.
What, did he forget what movie she was in?
No, she was like, I wasn't in Spider-Man Homecoming, and he was like, yeah, you were.
Oh.
We filmed Spider-Man, and she was like, at the after the credits scene, she was like, no, that wasn't Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought that was Avengers, and she was like, he was like, no, that was. And then the other guy who's not a Marvel dude was like, yeah, that was Homecoming, and it was like, it went super viral. But that's from his TV show.
Good. Where's that TV show?
What
is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to watch that.
Oh yeah, it's good. I've seen it. It's good. They do a thing.
I just watched Chef the movie, by the way. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. It's on my list for sure. I think I'd really like it.
Yeah.
They do a cool thing on that show sometimes where like there was one episode where they made a dish and they were like hyping it up. They were like, we found this dish, blah, and then it sucked. And then they were just like, wow, we fucked up. This is disgusting.
Good. What if Jon Favreau? Okay, hear me out. What if Jon Favreau's an optional fight, and if you do enough successes that you can have Jon Favreau join your squad?
Oh, yo, we have Goop lore summons. You can summon Kanye West, and it's a 50-50 chance whether he'll show up or not, because who knows if he actually bought the damn cabinet.
That's if you can successfully charm them into joining.
Right.
You. If you don't, you have to fight them.
Can we have a Marvel tie-in? Where one of the summons is just Iron Man.
I'd be down.
I have a name.
Yeah?
I think I've come up with the perfect name. Because the obvious name is...
Is it Goop Troop?
No. See, the obvious name would be like Goop the Game or something like that.
Where is Goop land on our channel? I forget.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's in the podcast.
Yeah, Gooperino is part of the Goop Troop. Our classic segment, Goop Troop, is part of the other podcast.
Right.
No, I think instead of going for the obvious, I think let's go for. I know it doesn't have really anything to do with the video game, but I think I've come up with the perfect title for the video game, and the title is "This Video Game Smells Like My Vagina." I think there's no other in my mind. If you push back at that, I will argue because I think that's the perfect title. I know it doesn't make sense in context, but people will get it.
This is such a niche video game that if you're showing up for this video game, I think you get the joke right off the bat. So
we could even go as far as to call it "This video game smells like my vagina," the Goop game or whatever. But I think this video game smells like my vagina is like always what the game was going to be called.
No, I love it. I think you nailed it. I just had an idea.
Yeah, sure.
And this idea goes out to all the listeners. This idea goes out to anybody. What if we had a contest where we need you to make cover art for these video games?
This is a legitimate idea.
This is a legitimate idea.
When you said I have an idea, this goes out to everyone, I literally thought you were just going to say fuck Goop. I thought you were going to be like, hey, she sucks.
Well, no, she does.
Yeah, no.
But what if we had like a cover art challenge for these video games that we're making up, and the winner gets something?
Yeah, so we could do that. I don't know how.
I think we'd need an Instagram if we were going to do something like that.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know how well something like that would go. That would be fun, though. I think let's talk about it more. Let's wait until we have 10, because that was game 7.
Yeah.
I forgot to.
We only have 7 of these motherfucking games.
Yeah. Just to rattle them off real quick.
Yeah. Have you been keeping track of what we've made?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure strategy game, whose title is Lost Time. I apologize. I tried to find it. I couldn't. We've got the blockbuster beat 'em up called Blockbusters.
Yes.
We've got the YouTube first-person shooter called You Shooters. We've got the Courage the Cowardly Dog hack and slash called the Courage the Cowardly Dog video game. We've got the VR teleportation game called Vacation Station, and we've got the Power Rangers racing game.
Yes.
I believe I didn't write it down, but I do remember it. I don't know why I didn't write it down, but I believe we went with just Mighty Morphin Power. We went with Power Rangers, the racing game.
Oh.
Because that's what it was. And now, of course, we have this video game. Smells like my vagina.
Yeah, I think I'm down. I like the title. I like how many options there are. You can really decide your own fate with this game.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing too. Let's say, because you have a couple options. You have lethal and non-lethal, and I think either way doesn't affect your summons. I think even if you go lethal, you still have the opportunity to turn these summons over to your side as opposed to fighting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think if you go the lethal route, I think you enter Gwyneth Paltrow's office, you fight off a bunch of baddies, and you get the summons as normal.
Yeah.
Right? And you just, coin toss if you get past them or not. Depends on your fighting ability. Then you sit down with Gwyneth, and I think we need to decide what happens after that point.
I think it's got to be...
Can I... Hold on.
That
was lethal. I think if you go non-lethal and you collect all the summons, you get to that room, all the summons show up in a cutscene, and they hold off all the guards. You just get to walk up to Gwyneth.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think no matter what, non-lethal should be
rewarded.
The final act should be easier. And I think this conversation with Gwyneth, I think it's not yet seen in the game. I think it's just a really truly difficult, made easier if you go non-lethal, but I think it's a difficult, Telltale Games conversation. I think you have one conversation with her where you have to pick answers to her questions, and you can fail it. And if you fail it or win it, the game ends. Good ending or bad ending. That's how we determine good ending or bad ending.
Okay.
And I think good ending,
good ending for lethal, where your house has been burned down, you're looking for revenge against Gwyneth. How does that one end?
Are we open to the idea of murdering Gwyneth Paltrow?
I think we would get sued.
Well, we're not. Well, see, the thing, Chris, is we're not actually going to make.
No,
the video
I know,
game.
but I feel like this this whole thing is with the intent that this could be a game that could be made. I would say.
Okay, actually, I have it.
Okay.
I have it. So are you conceptualizing 4 endings, 2 good and 2 bad, 1 for each non-lethal and lethal? Okay, so here's what I've got. I think let's do non-lethal first. I think
non-lethal's easy. She opens her drawer, gives you $20 and some change, and you walk out the door happy.
No,
man.
I think
because in non-lethal,
you
just
here's
the candle blew up and you're upset. You want your money back.
Okay,
or
so here's what
the
happened.
candle didn't even blow up. It just didn't smell like a vagina, and you're upset about it.
Here's what happens. Non-lethal, bad end, you get your money back.
Yeah.
Non-lethal, good end, you get a new house. Okay. Lethal.
Hold on. Your house didn't blow up in non-lethal, though.
No, I thought it did, but the point is, like, you didn't care about that. You just were upset about the smell.
No. Non-lethal, your entire process is simply because you were not satisfied with the product.
But there can't be two beginnings.
No, the game starts. You don't know what he's upset about. You just get vague hints throughout the game.
Oh, okay.
That could go one of two ways. And I think the lethal ending is the candle blew up your house. The non-lethal is you are not satisfied with the smell that it had.
Okay. So non-lethal, bad ending, you get your money back.
Okay.
Good ending, goop shuts down.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Okay.
Lethal, bad ending.
You die?
I think lethal, bad ending, you get, like, nothing happens, right? You go home, you have no house, you're
So she lets you go. You've killed all of her employees up till this point, and she just lets you go.
No. Okay, no. Lethal, bad ending, you become a goop employee.
Oh, no.
Lethal, good ending, and hear me out, because I'm going to start, and you're going to be like, well, hang on.
No,
Lethal, good ending.
Yeah.
You kill her, okay? We don't really show it. It's sort of like everything's on fire. It's a silhouette. You sort of kill her. Pans out it was all a dream.
Okay.
None of it actually ever happened.
Okay.
Because that's the good ending, right? That's the canonical ending. That would explain why Iron Man was there. That would explain why all this crazy stuff is happening. It was never real. It was never real in any ending, but the only ending you find out that it wasn't real was the good lethal ending, where you kill her and then it comes back. It was all a dream. Maybe you're sitting at home with your unopened, this smells like my vagina candle, and you just like open a trash can, you throw it out. You're like, never mind.
I like it. I think we have a video game concept.
That's good.
I also think we have a contest concept maybe in the future, which is super cool. I'd be really excited for that.
Yeah, let's take a look at
we'll talk about it.
All the things we got going on. But yeah, that'll do it for us. Christ, I hope people made it to the end, because maybe the most explosive laughter that we've ever had from you in like the last couple months when I said this video game smells like my vagina. Such a good moment of this podcast.
I think that's the title of this episode. If we do episode titles,
I think we do.
This episode smells like my vagina.
Can you put the word vagina in a YouTube title? That's what I'm gonna have to Google tonight. Thank you so much for listening. If you've made it this far, thank you. Christ alive, we love this segment.
This is my favorite segment.
It's breathed new life into our video game podcast, which wasn't like dying. It was just like, it was a little like, and now we talk about the news, and now it's all the same as the
regular podcast.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, go do all the things. Go check out Brad Kendrick. He made the intro that you saw at the beginning. And go check out Froggy and the Friendship. Go check out...
No, that's in the outro.
No, I know. I just,
go do everything in the outro.
Go do everything that the outro tells you to do. And if you want to see us play games live, we're on Twitch Wednesdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
And until next time, I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you later. Thank you for listening and watching, and if you like what you see, please be sure to subscribe.
Our channel is daily uploads from podcasts to video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to find us on Twitch and Patreon.
Our theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship, and our Let's Play intro is Sunny Bit by the same band.
Link to all these in the description below. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.